Back on Sports Bit, time for Big Game Breakdown. As always, live odds, sportsbookreview.com. Does it get any better than this? Giants, Dodgers, first place on the line from LA, and it's Mad Bum against Maeda. $1.10, 6.5 the total. The Dodgers have the one game lead in the division, but don't look now. The Giants only have a game and a half lead over the Cardinals for that wild card spot. And even though Mad Bum gave up the grand slam in his last start, he helped the Giants come back with his bat, and he also threw 89 pitches and stayed under 100 pitches again, Teddy.
Yeah, I mean, and let's start with Mad Bum's bat right here. Here's a great picture of him hitting one of his home runs this season. Look, don't get too carried away. He's still a below-average MLB hitter. But he does bring an advantage over others at the position, and it's an advantage that matters when you look particularly at the slugging percentage. Here's a graphic for you to show it very clearly. National League pitchers or Major League pitchers this year, the slugging percentage of 172. Mad Bum's double that. And as you mentioned, he only threw 89 pitches against the Mets. Now, there have been 4 previous times this season that he's thrown less than 100 pitches. So what do? We look at the next start, obviously, and see how does he do after throwing less than 100 pitches. And the answer is really good. In those 4 starts, a 1.50 ERA and 30 innings of work. So averaging more than 7 innings per start in that next game following a relatively short outing.
Usually routes are good for a pitching staff, but the Dodgers starting pitch has been horrible. The starters the last week or so. So they win 18-9, but Kazmir only went 2 2/3. So the Dodgers had to use 6 different relievers. They all threw at least 15 pitches. You factor in the long plane ride. That's a problem as well because Maeda has only finished the 7th inning 1 time over the last 4 months.
Yeah, I mean, Maeda's been very effective for the Dodgers. He's been able to eat up innings. What he hasn't been able to do is last deep into ball games. Look, the guy's 12-7 with a 3.29 ERA, and there aren't a whole lot of flaws when you look at his advanced metric stats. You know, we're talking about an 11.8 swinging strike percentage. That's number 11 in all of Major League Baseball. He faced San Francisco 1 time already, held him to 1 run on 4 hits, a 3-1 win here back on April 17th. That's the only look San Fran has had him so far. But the issues behind Maeda with that LA bullpen is a big concern for me for the purpose of this particular ballgame, particularly when we're talking about Mad Bum on the hill for San Fran. And I'm going to ask you this. This is a conversation we had, about 2 months ago on this show, Pauly. We said it was going to be Cubs versus Giants in the NL Championship. You still stand by that statement?
No way.
Really?
No. The Giants, I don't think they're going to put it together. I think the Giants are going to miss the playoffs.
So who do the Cubs versus who then?
I'll probably go Nationals by default. Nationals will sneak in there. I don't know. It's hard. I mean, it's up for grabs because the Cubs are probably going to face the Cardinals in that second round. I think the Cardinals will win the wild card. And then, I don't know, it might be the Dodgers. Who knows? Kershaw says he feels good after the bullpen session.
Yeah, I mean, considering all the struggles the Dodgers have gone through, all right, this team is crushing the baseball right now, as we talked about in our opening segment. And if you can hit in October, you can win series in October. If you can get 1 or 2 decent starting pitchers, the Dodgers might have that. I think LA live in that NL pennant chase.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts. Shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.